All right, Tequila Talk Tuesday again. I feel like we should come up with a jingle, you guys, like a Tequila Talk Tuesday jingle, something different. Cheers.
I can't sing, so you can do that, opera singer.
Oh, cool. Tequila Talk Tuesday Opera Edition. Awesome. Okay. Wow, I'm shaky. It's cold. I'm always cold, you guys. It's ridiculous.
I grunged it out today, so...
I decided to look somewhat professional, except for these. Just gonna show you guys those. Anyways, okay, so today's episode,
standing your ground and this is in quotations, knowing your worth.
Yeah.
I hate that saying.
I feel like knowing where, like, okay, because you can't really put, like, a monetary value on your worth, because you are only worth as much as you think you are worth, right? Like, It's not like...
And it's just like, I don't know, it's just like living up to your full potential type of thing. Mm-hmm. And I don't know what is about know your worth that I don't like, but it's just like a little bit too cheesy or something for me. I don't know.
I feel like knowing your worth is very subjective, though, because somebody could tell you how much they think you're worth, and because, like, for example, your hair. I think based on your years of experience, because, like, let's take into account, like, you know, most hairstylists to go into school like at 16, say, you know, like, because, like, you can get
to graduate. Let's say 18.
Let's say 18? Because you can also, well, anyways, like, because you've got, like, home ec and all those other things that you can do. Yeah. So, like, let's say you start your career at 16, and say you actually advance and go and post secondary education at 18. And like a 2-year course. Is it 2?
Well, yeah.
Okay.
1,400 hours, I think. Actually, I think maybe now it's gone up to 27.
Okay. So we'll say 2 years, and so say you finally start your career at a salon.
Back in my day.
But that's the thing, though. Like, so most of these people start, like, you know, like, you start at 20, you're in a salon, and then you're working up, and then you're gaining more skills and stuff like that. Like, you're not going to be good, like, right out of the hop. So by the time they reach your level of experience, because you've been in salon since you were 12, and so that's 18 years. Holy fuck. That's 18 years of experience, you guys. So Jenna, being younger, is like, and you're still keeping up with trends, and you're still educating yourself, and you're still doing all these things. I feel like you could easily go out and charge $800 for, like, a bleaching session and be justified because of how much experience you have, plus how much education you have under your belt.
Yeah.
But the question is not whether or not I think you could charge $800. The question is whether you could think you could.
Yeah, and that's where the whole know your worth, like, I don't like it, but in the service industry, you're providing services that you have to charge an amount for, and so you actually do have to put a dollar amount on it.
Yeah.
And so you kind of do have to know your worth.
Yeah, but and again, like, what you think you're worth, because there are people out there, which we've actually had an experience talking about somebody that we mutually kind of know, that their work is not worth, in our opinion, what we think that she should be charging. However, she thinks she's worth that, so she's getting that. Yep. That's the difference, though. Yep. Like, and there's that cheesy saying, like, again, cliche, there are people out there with half your talent charging twice as much as you are, and living the life and the dream. That the difference is whether or not you choose to go after it and what you think that you're capable of doing.
You have to own it. Mm-hmm. You have to own it, and you have to provide a certain level of service for sure. But I've met the people that literally, they think it's good because it's a certain price point.
Yeah.
And that's all that they think about, is they're like, oh, well, it has to be, like, look at fucking brand names. Like, they will pay so much. Costco vodka owns, what is it, Grey Goose? Mm-hmm. Kirkland vodka is the same as Grey Goose. It's different labeling, but it is the same product. And that just goes to show that people are still paying, even knowing this, they're still paying for Grey Goose because of the status, just like how we mentioned Terramana.
You know, and like, so my last business coach, Lauren Saunders, who's going to be a guest here on Tequila Talk Tuesday via Zoom because she's in Toronto, but she one of the things that she talks about all the time is that if you set like, so online courses, that's what she does. If you set online courses and you think like, you know, like you put, say you have like 3 weeks worth of content and lessons and all that stuff, but you just feel like nobody's going to buy it, and you price yourself too low, people are going to think that you have shit value. And if you price it higher than even what you think you feel comfortable at, people are going to think, oh, there's lots of value in this, I'm going to get, you know, like they automatically have that distinction. It was like, you know, the higher it is, the more high quality it is, the more research that's put in, the more I'm going to get out of it because they're charging more. And that's
a point to that is when I look at people who are providing so much value for free, and they have a course that's a high price point, I'm like, oh fuck yeah, this is going to be good because they're giving out good shit for free.
That's Lauren, and that's actually how I got involved with her, because I learned so much from her. And this is back when I was doing lash coaching, because she was also doing lash business coaching. I learned so much from her on how to run my lash business for free just through one of her groups, that I immediately signed on and wanted to do like a one-on-one intensive with her, and like because I just trusted her inexplicably because of how much value she gave out.
Yeah, and so I really like that, and I just think, you know, with 2021 ending and like setting my financial goals for my businesses for 2022, I really was taking a peek at what was I charging people, and what should I be charging, and what do I need to be charging in order to hit my goals, and what does that look like on a day-to-day basis when I'm in the salon. And yeah, you do, like, I've had new clients with being in Calgary, and I charged them exactly what I said I was going to. And yeah, some of them said, no, I don't, that's too expensive for me. And I said, that's fine. Yeah, that's cool. Like, I can make some referrals to you to other salons, like, totally. No problem. And then there was other people that I gained from it, and I gained more than I lost. So the people that lost, it just made room for the people willing to pay
100%
my price. And I shouldn't be discounting just because someone else is charging less. Well, someone else is not me.
Exactly. Your talent and your experience doesn't reflect other people's talent and other people's experience. And people gravitate towards certain people as well. Like you could be, you could have a hairstylist downstairs that has the same amount of experience, the same education as you, but is not you. So people are going to gravitate towards her that fit with her, and people are going to gravitate towards you that fit with you. Yeah. It's the same with coaching or online coaching or my femininity. Like, I definitely have a different approach when it comes to femininity than a lot of the feminist coaches out there. It's very, very different. It's off the cuff, and if you're either going to like it or you don't. And I can't be worried about pleasing every single person. Yeah. I can't be upset about the people. I used to get very upset about like the follow unfollow crap that would happen on Instagram, and I just can't let it bug me, because those people that are falling off are, like you said, making room for the people that are actually going to resonate and
that want to be there.
Exactly, and that want to learn from me and that want to be inspired by me.
Yeah, and the more that you like just stay true to you and speak what you want to speak, the more you're just gonna find your people, like, and stop trying to like please everyone, because you're not going to. And yeah, I just think that it's so important to just stand your freaking ground. And it is something that I don't want to talk about COVID, but it's just like in my hair business, it's something that I need to just learn how to let go. I love my clients, and I feel like my clients are my friends, and so it's hard to separate business from friendship. Yeah. But you have to. But and I think it is, I will be supportive if people don't want to come and pay my prices. I'm still going to love them as a person, and there's going to be no hard feelings. and vice versa. Like I don't know. I just
there also has to, there's a mutual respect, especially when it comes to your clientele. Like I can honestly say right now that all of the clients that come to me are my dream clientele, because they pre-book, they pay they pay what I'm willing, what I'm charging them. They don't question my abilities. They respect my time as well as theirs, and they respect my policies. So yeah, I love my clients, and I want to say that I'm very friendly with all of them, but all of my clients respect me as much as I respect them. So I feel like there has to be that mutual transaction, because somebody can come to you and say that they're your friend, but then not be willing to charge your price. I can go down the street, I can do like black market, and like, but that's fine, go do that then.
Yeah.
So you don't need to, you can support my business in other ways, but if you're not willing to pay what I'm charging,
yeah, then that's fine. And that's where, as service providers, you can't take it to heart, because I promise all the times that I was like, even with like doing traveling, like having a travel cost, like a travel fee for doing hair, I was nervous. I'm like, oh my god, this is so much money just to like have me there.
Yeah.
But like it is what it is. It is literally industry standard.
Yeah.
It's not any more, any less for a travel fee. There is a standard. And guess what? We booked the gig. So
that's perfect. I think it, like, not even even when it comes to life, just in general, about knowing your worth. It's like, even when it comes to relationships, like, and I mean like friendships, relationships, any kind of transaction that happens in your life is again, standing your ground, knowing that you, even if you don't know the number value of it, but knowing that you're worth more than being shitted on or disrespected or talked down to or anything like that. Standing your ground and knowing that even just as a human being, that you're worth respect, you're worth time, and you're worth effort.
Yeah, knowing when to walk away.
Exactly. And we've actually, so I don't know if she's going to be upset or mad at me for sharing this, but I'm going to say it anyway. One of my girlfriends, I won't like do names or anything, but one of my girlfriends spent the holiday with some of her family, and she mentioned to me, she's like, I'm not going to go over there anymore, because she feels like she has to put on a show, and she has to pretend to be this other person that she's worked so hard to come away from, and she's got bigger plans and bigger motivations and bigger goals than to go somewhere where she doesn't feel like she can be her true authentic self. And I was so proud of her for making that decision, because you can't compromise, especially, and like, yeah, they're your family, you could, but like you said, you can love them from afar. You don't have to be in their faces constantly and have constant communication with them, because if that is something that brings you, your vibe and who you are, and brings you down and makes you question your worth, then there's no point in being around those people.
Yeah. Surround yourself with better people. Yeah. And that's what it comes down to. And in business, in life, with friendships, anything, you just, you have to surround yourself with better humans, people that are going to pay your prices, and people that are going to inspire you to be a better person individually. And like, I want to be around people that are more successful than me in every aspect of life, so that I can... Well,
they say, you become part of the group that you're in. So if you're hanging around a bunch of shitheads with no drive and no commitment to life or goals, well, guess what's going to happen? You're going to end up being a shithead with no commitment to life or goals. But if you hang around, I can't remember who was saying it, but if you hang around billionaires, they say that that it's like, I don't even know what I'm saying. But if you hang around billionaires, chances are you're going to end up learning how to become a billionaire from those billionaires. You know what I mean? And you will be the next billionaire in that group. And so you are who you hang around with. You are the vibes that you allow into your life. And I for one am very grateful for the past couple years, because it has definitely been a transition period where I've up-leveled who I am, therefore the people surrounding me are up-leveled as well, and are more, we talk about stocks and investing, and we talk about goals, we talk about, I want to have those conversations. I don't want to be talking about
what so-and-so did long.
Yeah, I got really drunk at the bar last week. Cool. I had a drink with my girlfriend during Tequila Talk Tuesday while up-leveling my business. Yeah. Can you relate? Probs not, those are the conversations that I want to have. And those are the guests that we're having on Tequila Talk Tuesday now, are people that are actually
focusing on themselves and leveling up.
Having a career, building something, and pushing towards goals.
And all of them, I feel like, everyone struggles with this thing, so it's going to be really interesting to hear their take on how they define their worth and, like, you know, advertising yourself, you know, because every single one of these people, they're all in some way in the service industry, and they're providing a service, whether it is clothing, whether it is coaching, whether it is OnlyFans, you know, like, whether it's lashes, whether it's hair, whether it's femininity, whether it's houses, like, everyone is providing a service, so it's very, very cool to be able to pick the brains and see how other people do it. But if you follow all the successful people, they all say the same thing, so there's got to be some truth to it.
You know what? I'm going to be the one to say it today. Andy Frisella. He actually touched on this on the episode that we've referenced a couple times, and said that he's like, I'm not special, I'm not talented, I am a person just like you. The only difference is that I have dedication and I have commitment to what I'm doing in life. I have bad days, I have shit circumstances, so fucking what? I get up every day and I make the decision to push forward every single day. And the difference between a successful human and not is the dedication and the discipline to choose to push forward towards your goals every single day. That's the difference.
Still doing what you're supposed to do when you're not feeling inspired or motivated, but doing it anyway.
Exactly. And like we said, there are people out there with half your talent being more successful, being more well-known, being more famous, whatever, than you are, simply because of the dedication and the discipline they have when it comes to their goals. Commitment, people. Commitment. Evaluate.
Yes. Figure out your shit and stand your ground, because that's what I'm focused on.
That's what your worth is. That is your worth. There we go. We just came up with it. Your worth is based on how much you are committed to yourself. That.
And podcast. Next one.
Next.
See ya.
Next time when we have amazing guests and all the things and all the humans, and cheers to your commitment to yourself.